got in this discreet brown box a new project. Now in here I've got these parts from Rainbow 8. There's also some other parts of another pistol I robbed, and we're creating a new little pistol today. In here we have some more Garda parts. Why do I keep punishing myself with Garda stuff? Honestly, the reason why I keep punishing myself with Garda stuff is I really like it, and I don't mind tinkering, so it doesn't bother me in the slightest. But hopefully you can tell from this little thing here, which is a for G26 frame. So we've got lots of other bits and pieces in here, which I'm going to empty all these out so you can see them all, and then I'm going to start the project once I've showed you everything I've got. But we've got a bag here with some bits and pieces in. We have a Garda in a barrel and chamber set. Now, I'll be honest with you, I actually didn't realise I ordered this because I have got in here somewhere, there it is, the chamber set. Now, the reason why I ordered the chamber set is that this project's sort of going to be one of my classic Glock builds that's kind of like a mix between Tokamarui and WE. Now, I want to use the Tokamarui Garda parts, but there are certain parts which are not compatible with WE stuff. So I need to use some TM spec stuff, which this is. So yeah, I ordered this, and actually didn't realise I'd ordered this at the same time. I thought for a minute I'd been given it, you know, they'd made a mistake, but actually turns out I had added it to my basket, but I just completely forgot. So that's really annoying, but I'll probably just use this because it saves me messing around with building this up. So we've got that. We have ourselves a G26 magazine. This is actually a G19 magazine, which I'm just going to use for testing. I need to locate my spare G26 magazine, which is somewhere, but we're going to use this for testing for now. I have a Garda steel rail mount, again G26 spec. These are okay. Again, if you've seen my other Garda projects, you'll know that nothing always goes to plan with these stuff. We have the enhanced spring set from Garda again. This is listed for G17, G26. Honestly, most of them are all the same anyway. But the Garda enhanced spring set just adds a little bit of extra stiffness to certain controls, which are obviously, you know, it would be really silly if the Tokamarui did crazy heavy springs for everything in a plastic frame, so, or a plastic slide. So I've got that. I have here a WE hammer unit. Why am I using a WE hammer unit, you might be asking? Well, honestly, the Tokamarui stuff is very good and I don't have any problems with it. And to be honest with you, I'm sure if I had a spare one, I would use it, but I don't. A lot of my builds are based off WEs because, I mean, I'd rather not tear apart a £160 TM when I can buy a used WE when I'm just going to rob a few parts off and use that. So I've got this here, and the main thing I have here, get rid of this box, is a lot of Garda stuff seems to be coming through at the moment. It's labelled Black Operation, but it is Garda. We have ourselves a nice, look at that, metal slide for it. Now this is stainless steel. It's not alloy, it is CNC'd stainless steel. So why have I gone for a stainless steel slide? Well, I just thought I've always wanted a stainless steel slided Glock, and I've got a Glock 26 Garda already, which I'll actually get out in a minute and I can show you. But I don't know, I've just had a real thing for a stainless slide. I was going to build another Glock 23, but my Glock 23 runs really nice, and I didn't see the point in making another one that was exactly the same with a stainless slide. So I thought I'd do something a bit different and do a 26. So that's what we have. So I'll get my other garter out so you can see that before we carry on with this project. This is my other garter. I'm going to show you this in another video, but this is a full steel build. I won't go into massive detail with this one, but again, this is a mix of WE and Tokamarui and garter. And this is essentially what we're going to be building, but in a different spec. So let's get started then. So first things first, let's unbox what we've got in the frame. So I've got an OD frame. I mean, it'd be rude not to offer them up, wouldn't it? To see what it's going to look like. Now, some people out there are going to go, oh my God, that looks horrendous. But I think I've got a real thing for OD stuff. And I think that looks so cool. Really looking forward to getting this built up, guys. So, yes, I've got OD frame. I have a WE, or at least I think it's a WE. It looks like it might actually be a Garda blowback unit, which I never have a lot of luck with these Garda blowback units, if I'm honest. But it has got a WE nozzle in here. The reason why I use WE nozzles, so the WE nozzle set is slightly larger than the Tokamarui. I tend to find as well that the flat inlet on these with the flat exhaust on the WE mags just seals better and you get better blowback. And again, for a steel slide, that's quite important. If you're running an alloy slide, honestly, the TM stuff's fine. But I like to use the WE stuff because you've got slightly more recoil using the WE. So have a WE blowback unit. I have got all kinds of stuff actually. I've got the WE trigger bar, which, because obviously I've got the WE hammer unit, so I'm going to need that. I've got a stainless slide catch, which was robbed off another project. I have a stainless recoil guide rod with the upgraded springs. Again, that will go nice with the slide. I've got a couple of stainless pins. I've got a stainless takedown lever. And I've also got a hammer here with a couple of hammer bearings. Now, the hammer bearing you get with the WE and the Tokamarui is pretty good, to be fair. But they can sometimes get a bit bound up. So I like to use these style bearings on the hammer. This one, I believe, is a bomber, which you can normally tell because you can see the bearings inside it. Whereas this one is known as the butter bearing. Now, I'll be honest with you, I can't remember who makes this one. But this one is silly smooth, really good. It really sort of glides and you don't get any of that kind of stick with the slide coming forwards. Well, you do, but nowhere near as much. So, yeah, I've got that here. It's already in a hammer just because I pulled it out of my parts bin. So I'm going to probably attempt to use this. But we are going to have a look and make sure that the dimensions are still the same because a lot of people just slap stuff together and it doesn't mesh. So we've got that. I've got the other bearing as well. I've got a rear sight, which is nothing amazing. It's just a standard WE one, I think. There's the back plate for the blowback unit. I've got this is the enhanced Garda slide catch spring, which I've already got a spare one of anyway in the pack, so we've got that anyway. And then I have this gold outer barrel. Now, I'll be honest with you, I did order a stainless steel outer barrel for this. And I put them all together and I thought, it looks a bit bland. So I thought I'd go with something else. Now, I had this in another one of my other projects, which was in my ZEV, which I have already shown on my channel. So I thought I'd go with the gold, and I think it adds a certain something to it. I might actually go for a black one at a later stage, but for now, I'm going to go with the gold one just to see what it's like. I think it looks quite cool. At least the serial numbers match, and I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to go with that one. Obviously, we've got our slide here. Now, in the slide packet, we also have, if I can get it, a few little bits with it. So this is the plate for the frame, which gives you your serial number, which matches the slide and the outer barrel. And we also have two ejectors. One is an old type, one is a new type. It doesn't matter which one you use, it's just personal preference. I tend to go for the old type, but I might go for the new type this time, because it's something different. So I've got that, which goes with the slide. I have my hammer unit here, and then I've got my outer barrel. I've got my uprated springs and my steel rail mount. So what we're going to do is going to start putting this together then. Now, again, it's going to be over a few parts because, again, there's a lot here to do. As you saw with the SIG project, hopefully, if you've watched that one, if you haven't, check it out. Lots of parts of that. This I expect to be just as much work, if not more. I've got a lot more experience doing Glock builds though, so I'll probably know what to look for straight away. But who knows? You're going to come along on the journey with me to try and get this all up and running. But we'll sort of call it there for now. There's a couple of little bits I'm still waiting for. I'm waiting for my Garda sights to arrive. But other than that, it doesn't stop us getting cracking with this build. So this will be the end of the first episode, and then we're going to film the next episode when I start getting all this built up. Probably like the SIG, we're going to probably start off with the slide, get the slide assembly all done, and then we'll move on to the frame and then go from there. But anyway, let me know, guys. What do you like? What do you think? Do you think you like the colour combo? Do you think it's going to look good? What colour would you go for? Would you prefer a black frame, a tan frame? I did consider the tan, but I've gone for the OD now. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.